I cannot believe this performance. USA just proved everyone and their haters wrong. Everyone was hate watching USA during this game. Everyone expecting USA's downfall. But oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, this was definitely performance of the World Cup so far. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the best performances, if not the best performance from an American team ever. And I'm talking about their league included and their nation included. But ladies and gentlemen, this was one of the most entertaining games of all time, in my opinion, man, because the sheer amount of hate that was going into this game, the sheer amount of haters trying to hate watch this team, and they proved everyone wrong, ladies and gentlemen. This was one of the greatest games I have ever seen, in my opinion. What a game! They went out there and did not play soccer. They went out there playing football jogo bonito, Brazilian style, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time ever, I saw America play football instead of soccer, man. And these type of performances that I saw was just insane. And I'm going statistic by statistic. I'm going to show you picture after picture, and I'm going to talk about goal after goal. Paraguay, hard luck to you guys, man. Again, another stinker performance after Sit Hall, that South American brother that has a controversial name in my opinion, but Sit Hall, from Sit Hall to Boba Dia, god damn, these ratings just keep going down and down and down. An own goal from him, that's why he has such a terrible rating, but 4.9 rating, I thought no one could go under Sit Hall's performance in South American brother, right? But this brother just gave us a different rating, guys. But ladies and gentlemen, let's talk enough about the Paraguay players, because the players that deserve to be praised is one of them is called, I think his name is Bolgan or something like that, or Boligan. Ladies and gentlemen, this brother is insane. I don't know where to start. Should I start for the fourth goal, the third goal, the first goal? Let's start with the fourth goal, right? A beautiful Travella. Like what? USA scoring Travellas? The brothers that call this sport soccer just scored a Travella. Never in my life, if I would bet on something, right? Never in my life would I bet my life, right? And say that out of every single team, 48 teams in the World Cup, and the team that is going to give us a Travella goal is United States. Reina with a beautiful Travella goal, arguably the best goal in the World Cup so far, the best performance of a team so far in the World Cup, and USA is out there just breaking record after record after record, man. And it's, you know what, as much as it is nice to clown on them, as much as it is nice to hate on them, you cannot change the fact that there is nothing but respect, because at the end of the day, it is football. I don't know how you look. I don't know why people had their reasons to hate watch America, obviously. First of all, it's because of how they are hosting this tournament, right? They're saying, oh, they shouldn't host a tournament. The late matches, obviously, I watched this match at 5 a.m. personally. 5 a.m. until 7 a.m. I watched this match, and I'm so grateful I watched this match, right? There is a lot of reasons, obviously, politically as well. There's a lot of other reasons as well, right? But ladies and gentlemen, you cannot change the fact that you have to respect this performance, man, because they didn't go out there play soccer. They went and played football, for the love of God, man. The game and the sport we love as of today, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, this Balogun, his name is Balogun, I'm so sorry. Balogun was out there breaking ankles. Balogun controlling the ball after a beautiful pass from the back, fam. We're talking about USA giving out beautiful passes from the back. That's deep line playmaking defenders, brother. Pochettino, I don't know what you are cooking, but he is cooking, ladies and gentlemen. Pochettino, the guy who had Messi, Neymar, Mbappe in one team and failed to bring the Champions League to PSG, right? And I'm starting to think, as a Real Madrid fan, right? I'm starting to think maybe Maybe Mbappe was actually the problem, man. Let me not stress about Mbappe for the love of God. Let us talk about USA, right? Beautiful pass from the back. You have Balogun out there breaking not one ankle, not two ankles, dropping these Paraguayans defender down and scoring it top bins. An American player breaking ankles, an American player playing from the back, starting a goal from the back, an American player scoring top bins, man. Are we in 2026? Is this soccer or is this football, ladies and gentlemen, man? But Pulisic, everyone calls him the LeBron James of soccer. You know the meme? They call him the LeBron James of football, right? They call it, a lot of interviews, a lot of stupid interviews compared, obviously, USA broadcasters, USA interview and journalists before the tournament, right? They were saying, oh, Pulisic is up there with Maradona and Lionel Messi. There is a clip out there. Yes, that's an actual clip and statement. An interviewer said that Pulisic is out there, with the Messis and the Maradonas, which is a stupid take, obviously. But considering after this type of performance, Pulisic might be up there, The run, the assist for the second goal, right? The first two goals alone came from Pulisic alone, if I'm being honest, man. The second goal, obviously, a beautiful run by Pulisic, giving it to Balogun, I believe, and Balogun buries it bottom corner, right? Again, look at him scoring, look at him showing the passion, ladies and gentlemen. At one point, this performance was so good, right? Bill Gates was in the stands, the richest guy in the world, by the way, the owner of Microsoft. And even this brother probably sat there, thought to himself, even money cannot buy this type of performance. Even rich people cannot buy this performance, man. What did I just see? Leonardo DiCaprio, the greatest actor of all time, arguably, right? Even he sat there contemplating his life. Even he sat there saying to himself, yup, if this was a movie, I couldn't even act this out, brother. And that is how Pochettino tactics was moving during this World Cup game, man. And again, another Pulisic performance in the first goal, in the first 7 minutes of this game, moving like crazy, right? But in my opinion, the first goal, go and watch that first goal. They played it all the way from the back. Tiki-taka, I'm talking about tiki-taka, right? Pass. They passed it to the middle of the defense. I saw it was like I was watching Barcelona for a second. I'm a Real Madrid fan. And when I watch Barcelona, they play good football, in my opinion. They play good attacking football. PSG, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, they have attacking football, right? Real Madrid, obviously, they have nothing football, right? But, in my opinion, they play beautiful football from the back. They gave that one pass to the middle, and then to the middle, all of a sudden, it's up in the front. And oh my God, man. There was one scenario, one American player broke down two players of Paraguay, right? Dribbled past both of them, gave it to Pulisic. Pulisic was trying to give an assist to Balogun, I believe, but it hit that brother's foot, and it was an own goal, ladies and gentlemen. And that is all she wrote. That is all the 4 goals. And Paraguay, obviously, they got their 1 goal as well, I know that, but, I mean, it's one of those Brazil versus Germany 7-1 Oscar type of goal, like, those petty goals. No disrespect to any Paraguay people right there, but Paraguay, you played a good game, but in my opinion, host advantage of USA, USA showing that, okay, everyone who laughed at the MLS, right? Me included, I've said in my video, right, in my shorts and in my Instagram, I've said this on publicly, right? A public apology to Lionel Messi, man. Because as Ronaldo fans, as a hater of Messi, when I saw him playing good in MLS, when I see him performing every single game in the MLS, and we always say, oh, Burgers League. We call the MLS and the American League, we call it McDonald's League. We call it Burger King's League, right? Because of, there are some terrible performances in the MLS, obviously. But we always compare it to the Saudi League as Ronaldo fans, and we always say obviously the Saudi League is still way better than MLS in my opinion, but the MLS just proved themselves wrong. This proves me wrong, man. You know, this is a public apology to Lionel Messi. What Lionel Messi has been doing in the MLS should be respected from now on, if I'm being honest, man. Because the performance of America in this today was just unbelievable, and they are improving day in, day out. They're improving World Cup after World Cup, and America are proving that they are actually a serious team right now. Do you know what? Fair play, may the best team win. At the end of the day, we put everything aside, and I want this message to be spread out, right? Put everything aside and let's focus on football. Don't bring politics into this. Don't bring whatever outside things into this. It doesn't matter. These are football players. They go on the pitch to play football. And that's that's why the World Cup unites nations, man. Because it's a place where you go there, you have your respect between the teams, you play football, and they leave, man. And that's all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Again, the second coverage, 2 back-to-back days. I'm going to be posting every single day on this channel, covering every single nation. Which nation should I cover? What do you think of the USA performance? What do you think of Paraguay performance? Like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and gracias, amigos.